Hello everyone and welcome back to Amnesia Rebirth. This is not actually my first time going through the arsenal. I've already done this. I did this last night. However, the game crashed and I decided, screw it, I'll just replay it. And so a lot of my recording got lost as well, but it's alright. So first, to our left here we have our first note. I keep closing it with my body on accident though. February 10th, 29. Oh no, I gotta sneeze again, not again. No, it's just tickling. It doesn't want to come out though. This is a great start. February 10th, 29, Betchar shipment. Delivered JP Nabo, accepted L. Roughbear. I wish I could say these names. 4 coils, Sissel rope to Delacroix. Quartermaster, 10 barrels of red wine to Quartermaster, 1 crate medicines here in cage, see Sergeant for access. Cask Armaganac, Captain, 4 crates of salt pork, Quartermaster, 8 sacks of charcoal here. 4 crates of onions, Quartermaster, 2 pigs of iron, 2 pigs iron here. 4 boxes horseflesh, dried. I remember this last time in the last recording. I still don't know why they needed horseflesh, or if it's all in one. Like there's no split spaces, so I don't think it's like actually horseflesh. It might just be something named horseflesh. 8 boxes of stockfish, Quartermaster. 1 cask of saltpeter, Quartermaster. 12 sacks of oats, Quartermaster. Why is everything in the Quartermaster? 12 sacks of beans, Quartermaster. 8 jars of peaches, Quartermaster. 4 boxes of apricots, Quartermaster. 2 jars of dates, Quartermaster. 1 sack of raisins, you guessed it, Quartermaster. Dispatches, Sergeant. I wonder what the military were even doing here in the first place.
I don't remember this place. It smells dead.
Perhaps they were just using it as a stronghold or something. Heck, maybe they've already told us why they're here and I just missed it because I'm dumb. If low on sulfur stock, check medicine supply for ointment of sulfur. Boil to extract, not ideal, makes powder mix unpredictable, but better than nothing. Ask Corporal Kadir if in doubt. I ordered the saltpeter for tanning, not for your powder. I have moved it up to my stores and there it stays. Requisition your own. Delacroix, Quartermaster. Stores Porterage shift for February 10th. Legionnaire de Gois. Legionnaire Desrossiers. Even when I try to like actually pay attention, I struggle to read it. Desrossiers. Legionnaire Bellinger. Important, before you take the goods up to the main building, check Corporal Delacroix is available. The Quartermaster must be present at all times to check the delivery. Do not leave boxes out in the sun. Oil blade after use, do not use on metal. You're not gonna trick me, I see that there trap. I've already tried to crouch down and disarm it, so I'm gonna have to jump past it. This is an instant success! That actually worked. I didn't expect it to work as well as it did. I'm not even gonna trip it because I know if I do it'll scare Tozzy and that's the last thing she needs right now. Her mental state is already fragile. Though I'm not sure why it's so fragile. I mean, it was obvious what was wrong with him, but I'm not sure what's wrong with Tozzy. I know she seemed to have memory issues even before this. I don't know that for sure though. Do not remove tools. You mean these tools? What are you gonna do about it? If you don't know what we're doing by now, by the way, we are trying to create a armored shell, if that's what you call it. The like basically just a shell for the tank to use, so we can break open that locked door and get out of here. However, the ingredients we need are well, one of them's back in the quartermaster, and if you remember correctly, the quartermaster has that thing in it. That thing that made me want to cry. So let's just get that over with. The loading screen is a good place for me to check my notes and make sure I haven't missed anything. I've been pausing awkwardly throughout the gameplay to look at my notes, but I don't know why I haven't just done it in the loading screens. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize it would fit. My bad. To be fair, I spend a long time looking at my notes because they just simply don't make any sense. I mean, I'm sorry past me, but I know you worked hard on that list, but you're missing a few brain cells. And since it wasn't that long ago, doesn't that kind of imply I'm still missing a few brain cells? I thought this would have been a firing range, but it's not. There's just a door ahead of it, so I don't know what this is for. But it looks perfect for practicing fire. Perhaps they were trying to shoot the quartermaster. Didn't seem like they liked him very much. Or at the very least, he didn't give the impression of being a friendly guy from the notes. Actually, what am I talking about? They used his saltpeter without asking for their own stuff when he bought it for another reason. He was well within his rights to complain about that. What am I talking about? I still wonder why it's right there in front of the door though. It looks like it's practice for ducking and then going up and shooting and then ducking again, but it's right there in front of the quartermaster door. Oh no, I just remembered where we're going. It all hit me at once. Sorry guys. Also, something I noted in the last run is that there's lots of plant imagery behind Tazi and Salim's baby. I forget her name. Elise? Yeah, that's it, Elise. There's lots of plant imagery behind her, and my theory for that was it's like vegetation. I don't think that's the right word, but it's like, you know, how plant life grows from a sapling becoming trees and seeds becoming like bushes. What do seeds become? Oh no, I'm showing my stupid again. Point is, I think it's like representing Elise's growth. And I'm pretty sure the leaves get longer and bigger as time goes on. So I think it's just like very cool representation and metaphor of her growing up. Flowers could also work for that, like a blooming flower. I'm not playing games with the creature today, man. Oh gosh! The body scared me. Oh gosh, it's actually the creature!
it was a dream. Just a dream.
I'm not sure if it means anything, but this one is a lot more muddied than the other drawings for some reason. Or painting, actually. It looks more like paint than a drawing, but it also has a strong drawing vibe. It looks like it was created with lead pencil, but it also kind of looks like watercolor paint. Or even just oil paint. Ah! I wasn't scared of a chicken. Excuse me, did Tazzy just leave the key in the door? Or would you just leave the key in the door? I would take it out and just hold it with me. What if the ghoul locks you in there from outside? How are you gonna get out then, huh? I've been postponing a certain room that we're about to get to. Not because it's dangerous, I wouldn't worry about your life here. It's just really creepy. Like that body there always scares me.
What happened here?
You said it, Tazzy. Oh, holy mother of lag. The following items are off limits without authority of the captain, medicines and strong spirits. The cage is not to be opened without a senior officer present. I'm sure one of these guys used to be a senior officer, so surely I can open the door. Don't open the door, by the way. It's cause it's booby-trapped. Come on, you're not supposed to be in there. You know you don't belong there. What? You don't belong in the wall either. You don't belong further in the wall. Get out of there. No, whatever. What's done is done. Look at me, I'm a little menace causing general mayhem. Why are we up a height? Where does this oversee? I thought we were like on the ground. And I don't recall going downstairs. I don't recall going upstairs at any time.
Maybe this isn't such a great idea.
You said it, Tazzy, but have a look at that. It's clear that we're like standing up a height because of the area around us, and yet we've never went upstairs after going into the arsenal, and the arsenal is more like lower to the ground than even the ground floor area, so unless maybe the fortress is just built on a hill. Maybe. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'll be back in a jiffy. Don't get too scared, I'm just here to do one final check. Okay, not missing anything. Great news. This part always freaks me out. We have to jump there. But obviously you know what happens if you jump and you miss. I don't need to spell it out to you. Just be a legend about it. I always like make things seem more intense than they actually are. That was really easy. This looks cool. I wonder what it was. Kinda looks like a plate. Is this an ancient game of Hungry Hungry Hippos? Why are there hippos on the side of it? That looks like it was probably worth money. Without a shadow of a doubt we have that achievement by now. To those who come after us, I have failed. We tried to die in defiance, but these devils will not allow it. Will not allow it. The screaming does not stop. I cannot shut it out. I cannot bear it. They treat my men as a cruel child treats a puppy, reveling in the joy of their pain. And they watch me all the while. Alderic keeps crying my name. Gardenier has stopped breathing. He is the lucky one. Suicide is a sin, but the Lord has deserted us, and I will not give these demons their satisfaction. So here I take my stand and make my death on my own terms. I pray you do not tell my Auriel of this fate. Tell her we died in some glorious, noble purpose, and that I was a father to be proud of. She has done nothing to deserve this hurt. Sindeo, Captain Augustin Lefer. Interesting. I am pretty sure that the ghouls would...
Careful, this is rigged. Some sort of trap.
I didn't do anything, Tazzy. Well, anyways, the ghouls wouldn't have any reason to, like, keep them alive. The ghouls would just kill them on sight.
Ointment of sulfur. Perfect.
So I don't think it was ghouls that attacked these people, but I also don't know what else it could have been. Definitely something to think on, but right now the only things it could have been is the ghouls, but once again, why would the ghouls not let them die? Laudanum elixir, the universal household medicine. Tincture of opium, opium 2 grams to 1 ounce, adult 25 to 30 drops, up to 14 years, 1 to 2 drops per year. Do not use in children under 1 year old or during pregnancy. May cause respiratory distress as a anodyne sedative hypnotic poison in excessive quantity. Yeah, I'll collect these things, but I have no intention of using them, as the baby will be hurt by it. Dear me, that is a bad thing. What happened there? That was bad. Not touching that. So you get an achievement for making it out of here without blowing yourself up. Easiest way to do that, like so. I have no reason to be here anymore. At least I don't think I do. I should have 7 notes, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brilliant. Just gonna double check with my notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. You'll love to see it. Right, let's get on out of here. Okay, naturally first we have to make stuff. Let's start cooking the sulfur ointment first. Just leave that to boil for a while we get the other things started. I believe we have to ground the charcoal up. Yes, you figured out how to ground charcoal. I don't know why that got such a big reaction. What am I being so picky for? She just figured out how to get another ingredient for the for the shell. What? You want to say aha to something? Say aha to that. You just figured out how to pick something up without even lifting the lid. Matter of fact, where is she holding these ingredients? They're a fine powder. Really reminiscent of the Dark Descent, like a Wire's tonic, and really fun.
Got something. And so far, I still have all my fingers. Head up and try it out, I guess.
I don't blame her for lack of enthusiasm. One, it's a very dangerous thing, and for another thing, I believe there was a note somewhere that said, beware, you creating it this way is dangerous and stupid. So, let's do something dangerous and stupid.
Who's that little one?
Kitty cat.
That's adorable. And here we have what looks to be the vegetation again, that or a really weird countertop. But there's like some kind of vegetation. Why do I keep saying vegetation? Is that the word? Vegetation? Isn't it? Wouldn't that just be for vegetables? It wouldn't be for like plant life, would it? My stupid is showing again. Oh no. I'm amazed it's not nighttime yet. I'm not a fan of the darkness around my eyes. Those little tentacle things all over the edges of the screen. I wonder what happened to this place. I mean, I know it's pretty wild that I've just started to think of it now, but what the heck happened here? And it's crazy to think that long before now, 100 years ago, Daniel and Herbert and some other people of the crew made their way through here and went into there and just held up for the night before continuing forward. Like, that's wild, man. This game does a lot of things I really like with the connection. Oh yeah, there's a word for it. It's called fan service. I like the fan service this game brings. Well, I just discovered something new. I can lie down. Hide mode? Well, that's scary. I thought maybe she'd close the doors behind her, but yeah, this works too, I guess. Right. Now, let's... I guess we start by loading it up? Nope. There's nothing to aim at, silly. What is... Oh, now I get it. Now we can do it.
Ready. I almost wish I had that creature. Well, what could go wrong?
Sorry, I didn't realize that would cut her off. Also, yes, I agree, that would be great. But imagine how terrifying it would be if she, like, shot the ghoul and it just kept coming. Like, it was unfazed by the tank shell. At that point, you just give up, man. Straight up. Oh, that must lock it into place. Let's aim first. Oh, no. I thought I unlocked you. Oh, no. This locks it into place. This unlocks it. Got it. Man figures out how to use Tank 1939 colorized. Locked and loaded, my dude. Let's go. This can only go horribly. Oh no.
Alice? Little one?
I've noticed the addition of scribbling in the background, like the like marks that would come about if you were just frantically moving all over the page with a lead pencil or a brush with black paint on it. Scribbling, basically, I do believe that is the right word. a very fitting image for this is probably where things started to go wrong. Not only is there scribbling in the background though, but it looks like there's lots of splotches of dried liquid. Which could potentially be like if you were to be more careless and just spilled liquid on the thing, but that's like... that's less of an important detail. I think it's mainly just the scribbling. Like that splotch in the bottom right could just be like... I don't know, like the watercolor vibe. Like the rest of the painting kind of has that too. Also, that was technically a success. I mean, she did break the door open.
What? Fuck, that hurts.
I'm worried about the baby. That seemed to have landed on her stomach.
Little one. Oops. I felt them break. But they're not broken now. What the hell? Are you alright? I don't know how to tell. Shit!
If I remember correctly, it's X.
I'm sorry, little one.
I can hear the
Can't
baby.
carry on like this. I need to get to the doctor.
I don't think the baby's...
I hope I haven't hurt you in there. God damn it.
You can still hear it beating, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything's okay. So there's still a lot to be worried about. Also, that thing, the weight... I love how they emphasize the weight after it was dropped. And then it all just makes you realize, oh, she had that thing on top of her. And she's still standing. Hello, superpowers? Oh, right, I think it's locked in place. Nope, I was just going the wrong way. I think that's quite enough.
God. I need to get out of here.
You can say that again. And my, what a tumble. What a crash. I went through a large amount of stories. I wonder if the ghouls and stuff were about when Daniel and his people came through here. Probably not. Amnesia games and water don't usually end too well. But it should be alright. There isn't a single doubt in my mind. We definitely have that achievement by now. I'm just gonna quickly check my notes. Doesn't seem like there would be anything here, so let's continue moving. And that drains the water too, how convenient. Ah, I hate not being able to see anything. Oh dear. How do I check?
That was you. I can feel you. I felt you move. Hello. Hello, my little one. I hope you're not hurt. Don't you worry. We'll get you home.
And that?
Hello, little one. It's nice to know you.
And that is something that makes the baby 100 times more important than the baby already is. The fact that the baby can reduce your, no. How do you say this? Reduce the madness? Reduce the insanity? Reduce the fear and stress? The fact that it can do that really makes this game a whole lot easier. And increases the baby's importance even more. If we investigate further, then we will need to build a scaffold. We will need wood and a good length of rope. I think there is some break in the walls deep below. The water level used to be much higher. And we can see light shining through the water. Something interesting is this writing looks very old-timey. I'm talking like Daniel's age. So I wonder how long ago that was written. I think it's entirely possible that it was written in the late 1800s. I have so much oil and it makes me so happy. Something I never said in The Dark Descent. Actually, I did have a lot of oil in The Dark Descent, but that's just because I didn't use any of it. Down there, huh? That'll be really difficult.
The darkness. It feels like I'm losing control.
No, don't say that. Just gonna check my notes real quick. I make myself angry with these notes. On a table. What table? Oh dear, heights, man.
Shit!
Oh gosh.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
It's not so much that I'm specifically afraid of heights, I'm just specifically afraid of whatever grants death. Knock it off with those running steps now. I know I did not just see a slimy, greasy, naked man slip his way into a tunnel. I did not just see that. I've seen some things throughout the course of the Amnesia games. And that is one of the things I expected to see the least. Just what the doctor ordered, more oil. I don't like this feeling, this strong feeling that I've missed something. A feeling I've had a surprising amount throughout this series. Oh, I have enough, things, you say? That's great news. Matches. Why can't I find the word for anything ever? Oh yes, this thing here. This thing everyone knows. What's it called again? Oh yes, matches. The queen had no king. Many princes came to court her, but none brought her joy. She was sad because she wanted a child. She asked her people, her wise people, to help, but they said, "Why do you want a child? We are all your children." "I must have a baby," she said, "because I cannot be queen forever, and someone must be queen after me." "Nonsense," said the wise people. "We will brew you a magic potion, and then you will live forever. You'll always be our queen." So that is what they did. But sometimes, when she was alone, the queen cried, because although she was mother to the world, it was not enough. Yeah, it's not personal enough. When that many people, when you lord over that many people, they all just become like a digit. But when you have a baby of your own, that thing becomes very, very important to you, because it's very personal. And plus it's very finite. The more finite something is, the more you tend to worry over it. Also, who are these nutters? "I want a baby." Why? Why do you want a baby? "Well, you know, I'll die someday and I need a successor." Nonsense. We'll just create something that makes you immortal. Because surely we can do that. You're not the only ones that have wanted immortality or wanted someone to be immortal. What makes you guys think you can do it? It is apparent from the writings of Usem of the intent of these newcomers. They came to us from a far place with their thoughts set on conquest, and they made us into their servants, their slaves, their prey, their fodder. That last word may also be translated as crop. Their origins are unclear, but it is highly likely that this was another incursion from the lands around the Nile, or even further into Persia. I will also say that, it's not just the fact that they wanted to make her immortal. Like, that's really weird in of itself, but also, what's wrong for successor? There's nothing wrong for successor. People have done that for years, throughout all of history, and it's always worked out. Well, I wouldn't say it's always worked out, but you know, it works out most of the time. Baby, heck yeah.
I can hold on. I swear.
I love how they simulate, like, the joy that you feel for this baby by making the baby be something that grants you safety. It's a great way to make you, like, feel at least a quarter of the importance that Tuzzy feels for this baby. Perhaps not the best way to say it, but it's a great way to simulate how Tuzzy feels about the baby, basically. It is the third day I have fallen in with a group of Moorish travellers. One of them is suffering, struck with the curse of the king's evil, so I prayed with them for her fortitude, that she might reach the cave of the mother with all speed. They tell me that Tesman is within 2 days' journey, should all go well. Yet there is an obstacle still to overcome. The path goes through the Demesnes of one Tarkan Rees, a robber baron of the Ottoman people. Pilgrims must pay a heavy thief to use his water, and to travel the mountain pass. I have spice and 3 thalers left. I pray it will be sufficient. I wonder who's leaving these notes, and why they're down in the cistern in the first place. Questions I frequently ask. Ho ho ho, I'm sure you guys recognize that thing on the left there. Israel Goida, ruling in the southwest part of the world. I have 20 great dukes to attend him in the day, and as many in the night, who have under them several servants to attend them, and we mention 8 of the chief dukes that belong to the day, and as many that belong to the night. Because they are sufficient to practice, and the first 4 that belong to the day have 40 servants, a piece under them, so have the first 4 that belong to the night, and the last 4 of the day. 20 and the last 4 of the night 10 apiece. They are all good-natured and willing to obey thee, those that are of the day to be called in the day, and those of the night in the night. And these be their names and seals that followeth. His 8 dukes follow that belong to the day. Oledo's seal, Gaka seal, Banila's seal, Rabes seal, Arisat seal, Ariel seal, Corpiel seal, Malugel seal. Sorry if I butchered those names.
On that day, the people thronged the byways of the city. When the doors of the tower opened, the name of their new empress rippled through the crowd before her like dye into water. Tihana, blessed Tihana. She stepped down, bareheaded and barehanded, dressed in a simple robe, and she walked amongst the people. Some cried out with joy, some wept openly. Behind her came Tamaku and the rest of the alchemists, bearing a litter on which rested 7 crystal orbs.
What in the name of God?
I know, right? What did she do to command such respect? Like, dang. Reading my notes really quickly. While I read my notes, I just want to say, guys, there is not a single doubt in my mind that I'm gonna die in this playthrough. Like, I am going to die in this playthrough. When you're actually trying to sneak past the ghouls, because in the Dark Descent and in A Machine for Pigs, you usually just had to wait until the enemies went away. I take that back. In A Machine for Pigs, you had to rush past them. But the difference is, the pigs were dumb and easy to move past and weren't threatening at all. Not so with the ghouls. They're, an actual threat. You get caught by one and there's pretty much no chance that you'll get away from them unless you're already really close to the exit. Like, I died a lot in my first run of Rebirth when I was playing it by myself. Probably going to be the same for this channel. I do believe that I have gotten everything I need in the cistern up to this point, but I will double check. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes and 1 memory cylinder. I should have gotten that. We should also be getting the achievement for... Oh no. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. Oh no. Good timing, baby. I need some comfort. Don't you worry. The baby's not the one that has to worry. The baby doesn't even know what's going on. If and when this baby grows up, this person will never know what their mother went through during this time. And even if she told them of, like, her time trying to protect her or him, like, dude. Oh wait, I think she's already said that the baby she's pregnant with is a girl. Alright, that makes things easier. When Tozzy tells her what Tozzy did to protect her, she'll never believe her, man. I don't know why I had so much trouble saying that, but you get what I mean. Gonna quickly read my notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have more than I expected, what the heck. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, oh yeah, no, never mind. Ignore me, I'm stupid. I have everything I need. I'm not just stupid, I'm actually kind of stalling, like, for real. I know what's coming and I'm not ready. Okay, don't know why this is locked. Come on. You've done it before, you'll do it again. I don't have time to waste with this. The darkness is getting to me. It's just hit me again that I'm probably going to die in this run. I'm not ready for this. Like, I'm seriously not ready for any of this. I need water. I'm gonna drink my water. My whole body has... Oh, there's chills running up my back. But like sick chills, like you're gonna throw up chills. Actually, that might not be related to the fear. I think I'm just simply sick. But the fear is making it worse. Whoa, I brought my lantern up. Excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna quickly drink something. I don't know why I said something. What I'm drinking is not a mysterious substance. This is water. I know you guys can't see that it's water, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Soon I might not be able to give you my word. I might die here. If this is how I'm if this is how I'm dealing with a situation like this, how am I supposed to deal with every other event in this game? Like, this game terrified me when I played it on my own. I think this game is easily the scariest of all the games. Even if I think The Dark Descent is the best one, and I personally think that A Machine for Pigs is better than Rebirth because I hold story in pretty high regard for a game. This one's probably my least favourite, but I still love this game. But this is besides the point. This is stuff I can say later on. For right now, I just want to say how scared this game makes me. Like, my brain stops functioning. I panic. That's the word. I panic when I play this game. I never panicked. That's a lie. I did panic during The Dark Descent and A Machine for Pigs. But nowhere near as much as this game makes me panic. You know the Mallow chase scene? Well, I felt my world end in the Mallow chase scene. Every monster encounter in this game is a Mallow chase scene. It's not good for my heart. Why couldn't I have played a game, not Amnesia? Why'd I have to start my first series on the channel as Amnesia? Because that means I have to beat every Amnesia game subsequently. Well, I know why I started it. Because I wanted to play The Bunker and record it. Because The Bunker should be coming out soon. And I'm definitely going to make that when, probably after I beat Rebirth, if I time it right. Anyways, I've got to stop doing this. I can't treat every encounter in the game like this. I have to man up, so to speak. Do you guys hear that? It's not just me, right? I'm stalling. I'm stalling. I can't help myself. I'm stalling. I can't help it. Do you reckon it'd find me if I turned the light on? Alright, I'm gonna quickly go over something with you guys. This here is a... Why have I put this here? Get it out. This here, the reason she loses sanity when looking at it is because that's where the ghouls come from and also where they go into. And you can hear them scuttle into there, and they hide within the walls. So... Oh dear, it's running out of light. I gotta quickly speed up this explanation. So the creatures go into the holes and they come from these holes. And you've got to hide while they're roaming about. Right now, this is our only hiding place. We've got to crouch down like so. I will probably look into this corner and crouch down like this. Wish me well. Housekeeping! I'm not ready. If I just stand still for a while, I'll probably be fine. It's like the age-old... It's like the age-old, Oh, I hear it moving. Like, Amnesia the Dark Descent, right? You stood still, you hid, you stared into a corner. Same thing with this game. But more terrifying. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't know if I wait for the music to end. This is a scripted event, by the way. This one does go away. The other ones don't go away, though. Oh no. This is bad. It won't be. You have my word that it won't be alright. Hanging around here will get us nowhere. We need to go. Crap sticks! Oh god, it closes on its own. Tazi's shadow had no right being that large. It scared the heck out of me. Let me just collect myself here for a little while. Something I want to know is that the music still hasn't stopped. That's different from the Dark Descent. In the Dark Descent, the music stopped when the threat went away. Which let you know it was safe and you could move on. It seems this game doesn't live that life, it just wants you to suffer. So don't use the music as a tell, I guess you just have to wait until you no longer hear the shuffling. I will admit, I did hear it go onto the wall, but I was prioritizing the music stopping.
Shh, my love.
This game needs to quit playing. I don't think my heart can take much more. I think my cowardice is actually going to make it very difficult to play this game. Like, as I was saying, if I keep pausing like that, I don't think it's going to end well for me. Like, I need to be more brave about this or I won't live. Action keeps you safe. Freezing up like that will get me nowhere. Interesting. That one over there is stuck. I feel like I need to sort that out. Well, that's not what I wanted. I don't like how much darkness is surrounding my vision. That can't be good. I need to stop breaking these things. Like, I'm pretty sure I've done enough by now. I hate how dumb I am sometimes. I need to bring the things out. The bridgy things. Why did I have to make this a no death run? What's wrong with me?
We need to find a way out, little one.
Yes, we certainly do.
That light. It's alive somehow. What do you think it wants? I don't know what's happening to me. But if you're here, it can't be too bad.
It's horrible. It's horrible, Tazi. Right, this looks okay enough to jump. Actually, Tazi, do you reckon you could survive that fall? Probably not, because she's freaking out about the height, but life would be so much easier if I could just fall down there. Get out of my town. Oh no. This here setup is swiftly unjust, and I'm not a fan of it. I would like that, please. This game makes me feel way too tense. I like absolutely nothing about this. And I hate how human the ghouls look, because Tazi's shadow looks way too much like a ghoul and it freaks me out. I wouldn't like to be this guy. I might end up being that guy though, just because. I believe our next move is to lift this thing up. What? That's near perfect. I guess near perfect isn't good enough for this thing, is it? Oh, well, I'd rather be doing this than hiding from a ghoul. You weren't on Santa's nice list, were you? Enough of these games. Oh, I'm so stupid. It's because this is open. Ah, I understand. And then you open it up again so that this thing lands on it. Alright, brilliant stuff. Ah, the baby, yes. More sanity.
I just need to stay out of the darkness.
You make that sound like it's easy.
I'm sorry we're in this horrible place. We'll get out. I swear.
The baby gives a sense of hope. So, like, sometimes you feel like, man, I can't wait to get out of this place. Like, you actually feel like you will get out because of the baby. Why does this game have to be so terrifying? It'd be much less scary if I just made this a normal run and didn't make it a death run for whatever reason. Did I say death run? I meant no death run. Right, okay, let's do this. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that before. I'm not saying people don't say that, but I've never heard it. No, I remember where this is and I'm horrifyingly unhappy now. Think happy thoughts. Go to your happy place. What am I talking about? There is no happy place. Not in a nightmare like this. You know what? Conveniently for me, I think that's all the time we have for this episode, but... Gosh, I cannot wait to cancel this series and never play it again. Because what's behind this door is the first non-scripted Ghul event. That's right, my friends. That means that we have to maneuver past a Ghul without dying, and, you know, they don't go away. You just have to move past them, which requires being a sneaky pink panther. But that's not the only thing. On my notes here, we have, for one of our achievements, to be hide from Ghul. And what I mean by this is to get overlooked. Overlooked is an achievement where you have to crouch down and have the Ghul be right next to you. Because it'll be like sniffing, it'll smell you but not know where you are, and it'll look around for you, but if you're on the ground, it won't see you. I mean, it could, but it probably won't. For example, like, if it's chasing you, you can't exactly just lay down on the ground and be like, oh, it'll just walk past me now. Like, it will just pick you up. But if you're already in this state and it's next to you, it'll have trouble finding you. It doesn't always work, but it works most of the time. And we have to be like this with the Ghul. Let's just say, right, that the Ghul's over here and it's sniffing like... and you're over here, whimpering, you know, you're scared, you're terrified. And the Ghul's over there. And you're like, in a very dark area. And then it realizes that it can't find you, so it goes in a hole somewhere. Then the achievement should unlock. I don't know if I'll unlock the achievement because I've already unlocked it. But I'll try my best to replicate the events so that you can copy it and unlock it for yourself. For now though, I don't want to go in there, it's going to be very difficult. And this area, take a good look at this area and immortalize it in your memory, because this here might very well be the first time I ever die on this channel of no death runs. So I don't look forward to next time, but I hope you guys do. Thank you all so much for watching, it was great. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. If not, I'll just see you when I see you. Have a good one, bye for now. I pressed the wrong button again, it's so embarrassing. It's supposed to end after that. If I do that